So what's good, y'all? It's another video with Prez Lifestyles. I'm basically gonna touch a little bit about what's to come for this week coming up. It's Sunday, so I decided to do a video. I'm also gonna touch base on what just took place this past week in the stock market. So first and foremost, Macy's. If you're following my page on Facebook, Instagram, or if you really have my main business page, which is my OnlyFans, then you'll see that I did a day trade move on Macy's, even though I also do long-term investing in Macy's. However, this week news just bursted that they're basically bringing back Toys R Us. So Macy's is gonna have 400 stores that's gonna have Toys R Us in it, which is kind of interesting. I definitely want to see how that's gonna play. How it's gonna play out. But this week, Macy's shot up, insane. It's been a great week for Macy's. It's been a great month for Macy's overall. They were hovering about 32% this month. So I mean, they've been doing pretty good. They've been stepping the game up. I also want to talk about Pfizer. So we all know the vaccines and stuff and what's going on, especially in New York City. So we know what's happening with the mandates and stuff like that with the vaccines. Now, a lot of the issues before was that the vaccines aren't FDA approved. So with the regulations, it's been a big thing. However, Pfizer is actually working on becoming FDA approved, and we'll see what's going to happen with that tomorrow. So on Monday, they might have big news on it. What can happen with that moving forward? Well, for one, it's going to be very big on Pfizer. Pfizer's been doing pretty good anyway this year, so they're going to keep shooting up. That's another stock that I did day trade, and I'm going to get into that because there's also a method that I've been doing for this past week, which has been pretty fun, and I made a few dollars, so I'm going to share with you guys. But with Pfizer, it's actually going to, I'm not going to say change things. It's probably, they're projecting that if it does, which it more likely will, become approved officially by FDA approved. I'm not sure if you guys realize, but all these vaccines that have been out actually have not been fully FDA approved. It's only been emergency approved. So this is a very big difference. So if you might see certain articles speaking about the Delta variant virus, and they'll say people that took the vaccine too early. This was something that was used. The actual term that they used was too early. So not to be alarmed, but just so you guys know how big this news really is, with Pfizer working on becoming FDA approved tomorrow. What that means is a lot of the mandates, besides it going on right now, it could be more. It could be more mandates, and that's what they're projecting will happen. But how does this affect the stock market? The vaccines. Any company that's doing vaccines are going to benefit greatly, especially with things being, mandated. It's just going to be an easy layout. It's an easy pick. I call this the Hail Mary. It's easy. You look at it, it's a no-brainer move. But anyway, that's one of my biggest things that I was looking at. As far as my day trading goes, to the ones that are subscribed to my OnlyFans, you guys already know about it because I broke it down. How I day traded, went from Pfizer, and then I left profit in Pfizer, went to Macy's, even already had something in Macy's. I took out what I put in with a little bit extra, but I also left in more of the profit just so I can have more profit making me more money. So I like to create more profits. So I call that basically seeds to build the tree. So I'm basically using an investment tool of day trading, and I'm basically planting more seeds into different companies. So it starts off as maybe a day trade. I'll make some money out of it, and then from there I'll leave in some type of profit. So it just keeps building up over time, and it keeps generating. So that's just one of my plays that I like to personally do. It works. You honestly make money. I feel like you get the most bang out of your buck that way. Of course, you have to know what you're doing. You have to pay attention. You have to know what companies it is to go into. When I read the news with Macy's, I automatically jumped in and I actually posted it up the moment I jumped in. So people seeing throughout the day what my play already was for the entire day. And then I actually posted my results. I made a few hundred off of it or whatever the case is. And It was a no-brainer for me. I don't even call it. It wasn't even gambling, to be honest. It was just a no-brainer. The only gamble I can say was how high was it going to shoot up that day. I projected it was going to hit 20%, and it did. It actually hit 23%, and then it closed out the day at about 19%. So I was pretty good. I got out personally. My target goal was to get out at about 16.49% because I had my own goal. So once it got to that 16.49%, I waited just to see how it was going. And then when I basically got back to about, I'm going to say 17%, I said, let me get out. Because, again, I'm not taking everything out. I'm taking out my day trade, initial investment for day trading. And then I took out a few extra dollars that I made through the day trade. And I left a few dollars in. And it stayed with my long-term investing. See, the thing that a lot of people are under the impression on that you can only do one. No, you can day trade and you can also be a long-term investor at the same time. So for anybody that feels that you can do one or the other, that's absolutely not true. It's nonsense, to be honest. So that was my play. So even though I got out at 17%, when it shot back up to 19%, I also made money off of that because, again, I still had my regular investment that was in there. So I mean, it works out. It's very easy, to be honest, as long as you do the research. And if you don't do the research, hey, I'm here for you. That's what I'm here for. So that's just one of my moves, one of my plays that I've used, and I wanted to actually break that down because it definitely worked. Pfizer, I know for this week coming up, it should be looking good. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be because you never know. It could actually go for FDA approval and they could reject it, and then Pfizer's stocks will probably drop for a little bit. But I'm projecting that it's more than likely gonna get approved because of how everything's been going on, whatever the case is. And Pfizer was the original vaccine company that actually paved the way. So I would like to see how that's gonna play out. Another thing, if you guys are not aware, Carnival. So Carnival has a cruise ship that left from California and it's going to Mexico after 17 months. So that's also big news. It's actually doing a 7-day voyage right now as you speak. So after 17 months from California's docks, it's finally getting back into rotation. So I mean, things are definitely moving, even though we have a lot of panic and a lot of scares with this new COVID that's out. There's a lot more, I feel, resources and tools and knowledge that better helps and suits people. So I mean, things are moving, things are definitely progressing. The mandates, I mean, definitely be aware with that. So for people that are not vaccinated, definitely leave some comments. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on it. And for the people that are vaccinated, I also want to hear your thoughts on it. So please feel free to say how you feel. And again, it's a judgment free zone. That's just how I feel about that. Everybody's thoughts and feelings are definitely valued, no matter what the case is. How you feel is how you feel. How other people feel, that's how they feel, and that's just really it. But we can all come together and actually speak about these type of matters. That's really it, I guess, for the stocks. That's just what I'm going to be looking at. You know what? Kohl's. I talk about it. I love Kohl's, so there's no secret about that. So Kohl's was a little shaky. It was weird because they actually beat out their expectations. Their earnings came in. They beat out their expectations. So they did great. As I said, I already said Kohl's was already doing a lot of power moves, so I'm not surprised. What I was surprised on that at first when they reported that they had gains, their stocks wasn't doing that great, and it was kind of weird. But the next day and the day after that, the stocks did pretty well. So it's basically back on track. It's gonna probably hit $60 per share very soon again. So shout out to these companies that I basically named, and of course obviously in there. One of the stocks that I've been looking at is Workhorse. Last year Workhorse was big, a lot of people was talking about it, and then it fell completely flat. I personally like stuff like that, to be honest. I don't want to get in when everybody's talking about it already. I don't want to see everybody talking about it. That's why if you look at my channel is very different from a lot of people that invest and talk about stocks. They'll talk about this company, that company, and then you go to somebody else's page and they're talking about the same exact stocks and company. The only thing I probably talk about that everybody talked about was stuff like Dogecoin. I mean, when it shot up, I was talking about it. But even when it was 7 cents, I was talking about it. So I mean, It is what it is. But I like to talk about things before they shoot up or after, when they do shoot up and they go all the way back down, because it tends to happen in the stock market, because it becomes a lot of projections of what could happen. Just like with, again, Pfizer. People will hear that news, and let's say it broke on a Friday or whatever the case is, or a Thursday. That Friday, it might shoot all the way up because people are going to jump on and say, oh, by Monday, it's probably going to get approved. Then Monday hits. What would happen if it doesn't get approved? It shoots all the way down. So the people that heard people talking about it are going to automatically jump in on the hype, not over what it's actually doing, but on the hype. And then they'll be upset when the hype goes away and now it's the correction day. Correction day is when it goes to where the numbers are more realistic, and that's how a lot of people lose their money. So if I see somebody talking about a company for a week or two, and then I see 8 other people talking about the same exact thing, and everybody's talking about it, and it's the talk of the town, and people are jumping in, that means it's a good time to probably not jump in, or to really do some research on your own. So that's just how I basically do my investments. I've been talking about Kohl's for a long time. Bed Bath and Beyond, I've been talking about them for a long time too, even before the whole meme stock explosion thing went on. AMC's been another one I've been talking about for a long time, and that I've been in before, again, this whole meme stock explosion thing. So that's been pretty cool. SNDL, I've been messing with them still, because again, I started off with them at a very, very low price, and I've just been waiting and waiting and building, and that's what I like to do. So when people see the results, don't think that it's happened overnight. It's actually a lot of research that takes place. I'm looking at things that might happen a year or two from now, and then I might just quietly jump in right now. But I'm planning and setting up for the next year or two. So in that year or two, when I have a few $1,000s or whatever the case is, people are going to be looking at me and they're going to be like, wow, I should have got in. And I'm just going to say absolutely, because I told you about it. So, and that's just really that. I don't hide my investments. I don't hide what I'm looking at. I don't hide my game plans or my strategies. So that comes when it comes to credit, stocks, cryptocurrency, also business owning and business credit. I don't hide any type of information that I have, because I feel like information is the most important thing, and it's free. That is something that's free. We can share that with each other. Now, my time and energy, that's where, I might have a little charge to it, but even then, I'm not looking to get rich off of any of you guys. I'm already making money on my own. So at the end of the day, that's just really that. But, for all my subscribers, I definitely appreciate you guys. And I'm glad that some of you guys saw my post with Macy's and jumped in that same time with me. We all made money, let's be honest. And that's a great feeling. I want to make money for myself and others. And for me to be able to do that is really an amazing feeling. So I just want to keep it going. I want to keep building, and I want us to keep growing. So let's keep doing it as a team. But anyway, guys, if you like the video, please actually like it. And if you have not subscribed to anything yet, please subscribe, because like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm really serious when it comes to investing, when it comes to credit. Honestly, when it comes to financial literacy, I really am serious with that. So please subscribe. Feel free to get in contact with me. It's not a problem. I'm gonna put my OnlyFans and stuff like that into the links. As a matter of fact, with OnlyFans, it's been a lot with that too, because if you guys know, they're changing up their platform. So a lot of people are upset or panicking or down talking others. Well, let me tell you, OnlyFans, as I showed from just what I do with it, that is used for multiple things. You can do basically anything on OnlyFans. So if you were into OnlyFans with just one type of selling point, dig deep into yourself and come up with another strategy. That's all. It's not hard. Creativity, no matter what. Don't follow the crowd. Be your own person. Figure out something that you like or something that you want to see, and then move from there. But that's just my advice to some of you guys. I will actually talk more about the OnlyFans platform in my next video, because it also can tie into business owning, and it also can tie into business credit. But that's another story, and we'll get there. But anyway, I'm out of here. This has been another, hopefully a great video for you guys. Take it easy. We're going to see how the stock market goes for this week. I might do a video depending on what's going on through the middle of the week with the stocks or anything else, cryptocurrency, because Dogecoin, I've seen, has been shooting back up along with Bitcoin. And of course, Ethereum has been shooting up too. So, quiet. These are quiet moves because people aren't really talking about it like they used to. But anyway, you guys take it easy.